we're in the car, which can mean only one thing. We're off to play some Warhammer 40,000 in person. Oh my god, I cannot wait. So today we're driving off to my friend's house. We're going to play some Warhammer 40k 11th edition for the first time, and also play with the Red Corsair Chaos Army that we've built up for the first time. I'm so excited to take this army. I've spent like 3-4 months, maybe 5, I don't even know. But it's felt like a while building this army up, painting up almost all of it. We'll get to that. And putting it on the tabletop and pushing this red tide up into my opponent's deployment zone is getting stuck in. So yeah, really, really excited. Packed all my bags and stuff ready. Got the new mission deck that turned up yesterday, so we can use that today with all the new secondaries and whatnot. A little dice bag for the, obviously, dice. The most important thing, or I guess the second most important thing after the tape measure. Got that as well. But also, I've got, sneakily, look at that. I've got my very own Hobby Homeworld dice tray. I figured I really need a dice tray. I've played the game a couple times in person, and every time I've just been throwing it on the table, and I'm like, I really need a little tray to throw it in. So I thought, oh my god, let's find somewhere online that will print a dice tray for me, send them my logo, and yeah, look at that, a little Hobby Homeworld dice tray. Oh, it's so cool. I absolutely love it. It's amazing. So yeah, super keen to get stuck in with that. Sorry to interrupt this video. I don't want to jump scare you, but some of the footage from this drive has been like lost or corrupted. I don't know. So I've not got it, but it was just a like 5-6 minute long segment of me talking about the army. So I just thought I'd inject this in the middle to patch that up. The army we're taking is just all of the Red Corsair stuff we've been painting from these boxes, like the Raiders, Huron, plus 2 Forgefiends, a Daemon Prince, and some Raptors. Yeah, just all that. Basically, all the stuff you've watched me paint on this channel over the past 4 or 5 months. What I'll do is I'll leave a link or a list in the description of this video with the whole army like written out with enhancements and all the attachments and stuff. So that's just it basically. The next thing you'll see is me driving, being like, that's the army. But all the footage is gone. But yeah, that's the army. So excited to play it. I cannot wait. I've packed it all up into a box all ready to go. I still haven't magnetized any of my minis. There's no magnets. So I've just laid down some bubble wrap in the bottom of this tub because when I first did this, like drove to a friend's house to play, and I was turning in the car, the minis were sliding about all over the place, and some of these Red Corsairs are so delicate. Like the Surgeon has got all of his, like, not tentacles, but like his arms. We've got the Daemon Prince with wings, and there was something else, I can't remember what off the top of my head. I'm not going to look while I'm driving. But yeah, there's some really delicate models in here, so I've laid down some bubble wrap, and then they're just kind of safe and they're laying there. It's a little bit silly, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's everything. It's the army we're taking, all the things we packed away. So yeah, I'm just keen. I'm so excited to get stuck in and play. So I guess we just carry on driving. And then the next thing you'll see is maybe me deploying. And here we are at the tabletop. And man, it feels so nice getting all of your models out of the box, laying them out on the table in a big long line, and just seeing this like parade and display of all the Chaos minis you've just spent months painting and stuff. It's a cool image. I really like it. And yeah, in terms of deployment, this is always the thing I find hardest. But it is kind of fun though, because in my detachment, there is an enhancement to give a unit infiltrate. And obviously I slapped it on the Daemon Prince. So there he is, like 8 inches away from my opponent's deployment, tucked behind the wall, ready to get stuck in. So yeah, the Daemon Prince was up the top. I put some like Traitor Guardsmen at the back on my home field to screen out some deep strike and just be under there. I put Huron and the Chosen on the far right, kind of like against the line, ready just to jump forward and pounce. And then yeah, infiltrated some Red Corsair Raiders real up front and close as well. So yeah, that was my whole deployment. We've got the Forgefiends on like the far left and one in the middle. I kind of did that to open up some firing lines, and also my opponent had a fair bit of deep strikes, and my thought process was, oh, if I leave some Forgefiends at the back, if he deep strikes, I can just turn them and just blast these things at deep strike. Unfortunately though, I didn't go first, my opponent went first. He scouted up a bunch of stuff, and then yeah, just like moved this Storm Surge, which is, if you don't know, like a 300-point giant like Gundam suit for his army that just like moved up turn 1. It just absolutely unloaded and blasted my Forgefiend off the table. I want to say turn 2, it just like one-banged it, like literally 20 damage like that. It was gone and destroyed. This poor Forgefiend didn't even last like a turn. It was brutal. The Red Corsair Raiders did get like move up and get stuck in though, and like kind of got up in the grill of the Storm Surge. But as for the other side of the table, the Daemon Prince did manage to like, yeah, fly in and get stuck into what these big suits called. It was a Riptide battle suit. That's what it was over there. That my Daemon Prince turn 1 just flew over, charged into this Riptide battlesuit, did like so little damage. I had such high hopes for the Demon Prince. He just poked at it, did a few wounds, and then in the following turn, my opponent's turn 2, the Riptide fell back. There were some stealth suits there that marked it, and then the poor Demon Prince just got blasted off the table turn 2. At the end of his movement phase though, I did rapid ingress 10 Terminators, so it was quite nice to have that little pocket back there, a brick of 10 just like dropped in, move forward, ready to like strike back. I think that was, yeah, the first 2 turns. Storm Surges came up, blasted a Forgefiend. I lost a Forgefiend and a Demon Prince. It was really rough, but I managed to get up into his grill with the Terminators and kind of like keep the Storm Surge busy, so it wasn't horrendous. I did draw a secondary though mission that was called Beacon. I think it's a new one where you nominate one of your units and then they become your beacon and they have to survive until your opponent's turn. So I was like, oh my god, 10 Terminators in my opponent's like deployment. I can just pick them. They'll be safe. They'll be really like hard to kill. Oh boy, was that scary. My opponent, honestly, I picked them as the beacon and then my opponent just saw red and just turned around and was just like kill, 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 kill. Everything just descended upon these poor Terminators. They got absolutely like obliterated, but luckily 2 survived, 1 on a single wound, so I managed to score some secondary on that. And I think I did manage to do quite well on my secondaries. That's something that was quite good in this game. I was really like prioritizing points and scoring with the secondaries. So, yeah, by the time it was like end of my opponent's turn 4, I had like nothing left, man. Like the Masters of the Maelstrom and Huron left, 2 Terminators and that Red Corsair Reave-captain, and they didn't really do a lot. But yeah, all in all, it was a real fun, like action-packed turns. I think I focused on a bit too much of the like wrong units. Focused on some secondaries quite well, but yeah, I think I underestimated how much shooting the Tau has and how much they can just decimate all my stuff. But all in all, like the last 2 turns were a bit dire, but it was really, really fun. There were some great stories, like this squad of the Red Corsair Raiders just holding back the Storm Surge was funny. Trying to get the Terminators to survive on the beacon and like losing the Demon Prince turn 1 was really sad. But it's always like, I always really, really enjoy the stories and the little stories and the little moments that happens in games that you remember. Like, oh yeah, remember when the Forgefiend just got like 20 damage in 1 shot and died? Or do you remember when like I sent this whole squad across the board to try and kill some units for like 2 or 3 victory points? Oh, there we go, our first game of 11th edition, and I don't think I've ever had a bad game of Warhammer. Like, every time I finish, I'm really tired and mentally drained, but then the second I get in the car or have a bit of a decompress and think about the game, I'm just like, it's so fun in it, it's so good, like taking all these minis that you put time into, moving them about, having a plan, rolling the dice, destroying your opponent's minis, even though they're your friends. Like, yeah, it's great, I love it so much. So unfortunately, we did lose the game. I think the final score was 88-60 in favour of my opponent. I've got these screenshot from the app that shows all the scoring. I can put it maybe here or something in the editing. So yeah, it was a lot closer than it felt, considering like towards the last round 3, a little bit, about 4 and 5, I was decimated. I had such little units left, just Huron and like 2 bikes. Yeah, like some of my stuff was a little bit too far forward and got decimated early, or got shot away. Like Tau, oh my god, Tau are brutal. Like the amount of damage they do in shooting. I think I really, really needed to utilize the hidden mechanic and like hiding in cover a lot more. I didn't realize how strong the Tau shooting was, but it was such a fun game even though we lost, and it was a little bit closer than I thought. And yeah, definitely lots of things to learn. So I guess, yeah, I need to learn to hide from Tau more, but it was really, really fun playing against a new army for the first time. One thing I love about Warhammer that I've sort of grown to appreciate as I played different armies is how different the game is against different factions. So I normally play against Death Guard on Tabletop Simulator a lot with one of my friends, and that's a lot of heavy units, a few units, but very, very hard to kill, very strong. And it's a very different game plan to like these small kind of weak-ish Tau units that have these just monster guns that just like one-bang your stuff. Like losing a Forgefiend on like turn 1 or 2 was so sad, man. I missed him like all game. Put so much time into him and he's just gone like that. I don't think he even got to fire. Well, I think he fired once. Didn't do much. But yeah, it's really, really fun playing against different things, and there's definitely some things to learn about 11th edition, some like behavioural patterns to forget. Like one big thing is I can't believe how irrelevant your home field objective is in the disposition. So like my mission against my opponents, my home didn't matter for me, and it only mattered for my opponent in the 5th turn. It's kind of irrelevant. And my opponent's home, I I had the choice at one point to like advance and maybe like get stuck into my opponent's home field and his home objective. None of my missions mattered. Like my primary was like, no, you need to hold the central and the 2 expansions. There's definitely some patterns to learn and some behaviours to like beat out myself from 10th. But all in all, it's such a fun game, man. Like there's lots of things to remember as well. I think the hardest part about playing the game, I find, especially in person, is trying to remember everything. There was a couple plays where like the big one I remembered was my opponent got right in my face to shoot me with some close range weapons. I could have overwatched them with a torrent weapon. I would have decimated loads of them, especially with dark packs and all sorts. So I just completely forgot. But I do think that might have been one of the only things I kind of forgot. There's so much like pre-planning and thought and stratagems to think of and turns ahead. Yeah, it's a lot to remember, and it's definitely something that comes with just repetition. Just play the game over and over again and it'll get drilled into you, definitely. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting into the game or playing it, it's intimidating, definitely. There's a lot to remember, but I would say just find some friends to play with and just take it easy. You're going to forget so many things. It just comes with time, but it's such a fun journey and I really, really enjoy it. I love it. Yeah, I'm keen to play some more. I guess a minor thing on the painting side, because we're primarily a painting channel, even though I do want to play the game more and make more content. Oh, actually, just a touch on that. Man, it's so hard to film games of Warhammer. There's so much going on, so much to remember. And it's so hard in your turn to be like, okay, I need to move, shoot, stratagem, charge, and try and remember to have a camera and like film things and think about what to film. It's hard to do everything and film. I understand now why battle report channels take so long to make videos and why they have all the cameras like set up. That's definitely something maybe in the future I would think about pre-planning. It's just put 1 or 2, I've only got 1 camera, so maybe my phone, but just put them in static positions and film the battlefield and film different angles. I don't know, maybe let me know in the comments, because I've only just finished. I haven't looked at the footage yet, so I don't really know what I've got. Like you would have just seen it, because I guess I'll edit all the gameplay stuff before this. But yeah, let me know what you thought of, I guess, this video, the camera angles, and what things you'd like to see more of in terms of gameplay. I guess what kind of things you want to hear more about. And then just to loop back to the painting side, I always forget how different minis look on the battlefield from like standing up. It's crazy. Like all the little details you don't see and all the things you hyperfixate on during painting just kind of fade away. And then in a similar vein, all of those big things like the blending of colors and whatnot, kind of, yeah, they look real nice from far away. And some of my minis where I've like sponged on the reds and like blended them in look really nice when like standing away at the top of the table. Like it's, yeah, it's really, really cool. But yeah, as always, 10 out of 10. I love playing the game and I'm really excited to play some more. But as always, thank you for watching. Drop a like and subscribe. And if you want to support the channel any further, there's a Patreon link in the description. You get your name in the credits like these people here. There's also a Discord link. It's free to join the Discord. You don't need to sign up for Patreon or anything. I just like building a little community. And I love seeing all the things that people build and paint as well. It's great. I love it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Drop a like and subscribe and tune in next time.